Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keith and I'm sure glad you stopped by today. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can check the fuel pressure on your 2003 Ford Expedition, and all the tools we use in today's video. We'll go over those and we'll leave some links down below. Because this is fuel, we're going to be dealing with gasoline, so please be very careful. If you don't feel comfortable doing this on your own, take your vehicle to a professional. Let's get into it. So we're under the hood now. We need to remove this cover because I want to get to the Schrader valve that's on the passenger side. There's a Schrader valve on the fuel rail, and it's right there. Let me zoom in so you can see that. See that? Yeah. Right there with that black top. That's what we need to connect our fuel gauge to in order to check our fuel pressure. So to give us a little bit more room to maneuver, let's go ahead and take this cover off. All right, so I have an 11, this is an 11 millimeter, and I've got a 1/4 inch ratchet here I'm gonna use to remove these two fasteners up top. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna take my bungee cord and move this hose out the way so that it should allow us to get the gauge and shoot straight through there to get to the Schrader valve. So let me get this hose moved out of the way and I'll be back. Show you what I've done here. So we want to get to the Schrader valve that's located right there. I've taken a bungee and I moved this hose out the way and clamped it up here. And I've taken this hose and using a smaller bungee, just clipped it right here so that we can go right through there and connect our fuel gauge. We'll be right back. So here's the fuel gauge that I'm using. It comes in this kit. I'll leave the link down in the description below if you're interested in picking this up. But it comes with a number of accessories down there, which you see. Because based on your vehicle, you may have to do use some different connectors. But for this Ford, what we're gonna do is take this in and take this connector from our kit and screw this in here, and this is going to screw on to our Schrader valve. So let's go ahead and get this set up and I'll be right back. So let's go ahead and put this connector on our Schrader valve first, and then we'll screw the tool on here. So I'm just coming in. So you see that? All I've done is just got that connector down there, finger tight on that. And then let's go ahead and screw in the tool on top of that. Connect the tool on top of that. So now let's come in with the tool and let's get connected on top of that right there. I want to come in here with my 13 millimeter wrench and just tighten it up on this Schrader valve just a little bit more. Remember, we just finger tightened it, so let's not trying to kill it, but just trying to snug it up. I'm doing here, just coming in with my wrench on there, just giving it a turn. There we go. Get it tight. Awesome. Got that on there. So here's a close-up of what it looks like. We've got our connector down here on the Schrader valve, and we've got our tool here connected. And we're pretty tight now. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's take a step back and I'll show you what's going on here. Remember, we got our fuel gauge connected to the Schrader valve right there. And I've got my fuel gauge just connected with another bungee to the hook here. And I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna go in the vehicle and put it in the on position while you guys watch the fuel gauge. All right, You go ahead and put the vehicle in the arm position. So I could hear that fuel pump kick in. I could hear that fuel pump prime, and you're seeing with the key on, engine off, we're looking 14 PSI with the key on, engine off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the vehicle, and let's just take a look at these pressures. So with the engine on, just started the engine, we're looking at 52 PSI. So we've just finished our test. Now we're ready to disconnect our pressure gauge. And before we disconnect our pressure, so right now on the rail, we're showing 50 PSI of pressure. What we don't want to do is just go in and disconnect that gauge, because that fuel is going to spray out. So that's where we need to use this release button right here in order to release this pressure on our gauge. Let's do that. And I've got me a gas can, so I'm gonna take my hose here and stick it in my gas can. You see that? So I've got my hose here. So I've got my hose in my gas can, and now I'm gonna hit this button and relieve the pressure. And you see that? There's some gas, definitely some gas coming out of there, so you're gonna wanna be careful and have you a can. So we've just relieved the pressure. Now we're ready to disconnect the gauge. So now let's go ahead and disconnect our fuel gauge from the rail. I'm gonna go in here and just unscrew this. There we go. There might be a little fuel left in your line when you pull that gauge out, so definitely have your gas can close by. So let's disconnect our connector. I'm coming in with my 13 millimeter. Get you a better angle there. So just coming in. So with my 13 here, just trying to tighten it a little bit, loosen it up, and then come in here by hand and loosen it up. There you have it. Got our connector off. Let's put our port back on. Let's put this back on. Yep, got our port back. Let's undo our bungees. Vacuum line. There's a vacuum line that goes right there, so let's make sure we put that back. There it is. Got a vacuum line right here. Let's go ahead and put that back. Yep, we got that back. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, hit that subscribe button and click that bell so anytime we drop a new video, you'll be the first to know. Hit that like button and leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in any of the products we used in today's video, we'll leave some links down below. Hope you have an awesome day, and thanks for watching.